Hey there everybody, Mandy here, and I wanted to come at you today and talk about something that's kind of near and dear to my heart, which everything that I talk about, I seem to start out like that because all of it that I talk about on video is near and dear to my heart. And I only talk about stuff that I've been through and that I are, not really going through at the time, but I've been through it. So this is definitely one that I've been through, and I keep hearing this over and over again with so many mamas, especially in the last week. So if you join, please say hello. If you join live, if you join on the replay, please say hello, because if you have ever watched any of my videos, I do go back, I look at all the comments. I love to hear from all of you, and I love to chit chat with you in the comments too. So anyway, also I am going to share this on my Facebook group page. So if you are not a part of that group page, please join it, because it is for all women. It basically is there to empower you, encourage you to be whatever you want to be, because I feel so strongly about, we don't have enough of that as women. Somebody is always there to tear somebody down, and in this group you can feel safe. You can chit chat with another mom, another female, and just feel like you belong somewhere. So hopefully you will check that out, and you can go to my profile, my Facebook profile. You can go up to the cover photo, click on that, and then it'll take you to a link where you can join the group. So that's how you can join it. So anyway, if you are just now joining, hey, my friend. Hey, Jania, how are you? If you are just now joining, please say hello. But I am Mandy, and I'm basically your mama next door that's there to help you, empower you, encourage you to be everything that you want to be. Whether it's being a businesswoman, all of that, I'm there to support you and to keep it real with you. So anyway, but I wanted to talk to you about the number one reason why so many mamas are anxiety stricken and how to prevent it. I'm not saying that this is a cure-all and that I know everything, but this is just something that I've been through, and that is something very near and dear to my heart, because I see so many mamas going through it. And like I said before, a lot of us mamas don't feel like we have that support, and we don't have that support system from other people, and it leaves a lonely motherhood, and that's not where we need to be. We need to be, bouncing ideas off of each other in a non-judgmental zone, and being able to talk to each other and love on each other, empower each other, encourage each other. And that kind of brings me back to the fact of why I started the Facebook group, Being More Than Just a Mom, because, we need a place where we can do that. So this one is something that a lot of moms don't talk about. They don't talk about the anxiety that comes along with motherhood, and it has nothing to do with your kids. So before you start feeling guilty or feel like, she's saying this is my kid's fault. It's not. Take your kids out of it, because it has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with the fact that, there's so much going on at one time. You've got kids that are pulling at you. They don't know any better. They're kids. You're supposed to be there to mold them into adults, so they're these little people that count on you for everything. They count on you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They count on you for diaper changes. They count on you for a lot. So that's a lot to take on right there by itself, mama. I mean, it is. And then as women, we hold on to all these things. And just say, for instance, in my household, I've got twin 5-year-old boys, and I also have an 8-year-old daughter, and of course my husband lives with us too. So we've got 5 different personalities going on at one time. I don't know if you're anything like me, but having 5 different personalities going on at one time, the same thing can happen to each person, but each person has something different, a way of dealing with it in a different way. So you've got, all these different personalities, all these different things going on at one time, so it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, and it's okay. It's okay if you feel overwhelmed, because we all feel overwhelmed at some point in time. I think for so long, though, we've just kind of pushed it down and pushed it down and pushed it down to where we're like, we're okay. We're fine. This is just how it is. And honestly, mamas, you don't have to be anxiety stricken. You don't have to live like that. You just don't. It's in every, say for instance with myself, I, want to be there for everybody, which I know that that's how you are too. You're a mom, you're a woman. I mean, any woman just wants to be there for people. She wants to support them. And sometimes you forget about yourself. And the number one reason that I see with my clients every day, even myself, if anxiety rises up, most of the time, more than likely, the first thing that I ask them or I ask myself is, have you done anything for yourself lately? I mean, I'm not talking about bathing yourself either. I mean, you have to bathe yourself. Yes, that is for yourself, but that's something that you need to do. I'm talking about really done something for yourself that you want to do. Ask yourself that. Have you done anything for yourself that you want to do? And before you say, no, I haven't, but, before you add that but, stop adding the but, just answer the question. Have you done anything for yourself lately? And I can tell you from a personal experience, not long ago, it was actually only a couple of weeks ago, I was really having a hard time. My anxiety was rising, and if you have ever read my blog or if you've ever watched my lives, you know that I have a hard time with anxiety at times. I can kind of catch it sometimes, so I kind of nip it in the bud whenever I can. Sometimes it's not easy to do that, though. And everybody has different types of anxiety. Now, this is just for me. This is what works for me. But just recently, I was talking to a mentor of mine, and I was like, I'm just having the hardest time, and I can't push forward. There's something about just everything's just driving me crazy with work, with the kids, with everything. It's like nobody can do anything right. And the more I kept talking to her, the more, how and I believe that everybody needs a friend or a mentor like this, where you can just kind of go to them and just talk. And whenever you hear yourself talk, you kind of start getting an answer, so just listening to yourself talk sometimes just helps you, and you find that you start answering your own questions. Anyway, but as I was talking this out with her, I realized I have done nothing for myself. Nothing. And mamas, I know I get it, because I know that whenever I asked you, have you done anything for yourself lately? I know that in your head you were thinking, no, but, because everybody's got a but. No, but I haven't, because I don't have a babysitter. I haven't because I've got 6 kids. I haven't because I don't have the time. I haven't because it costs too much money. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to spend that much money. You don't have to spend any money to do anything for yourself. You don't have to go anywhere. And I know that having 3 kids at home and they're younger, they're loud. So it's really hard for me to get any alone time. You know, so especially whenever my kids were my twin boys were infants, my husband would tell me, you need to get out of here. You need to go and do something. Hey, Emmy, I'm so glad that you're here. My husband would tell me, please go and do something for yourself. I'm like, no, I'm going to go in the back bedroom and go take a nap. And he would say, no, that's not enough, because you've got to have some quiet time to be able to think to yourself. So at the time, we were living in a neighborhood that had like a little park. And I would go just 2 blocks down the road, park my car there, lean the seat back, roll down the windows, turn on some music, and take a nap. I mean, you do what you got to do, and you make do with what you've got. And I know some of you were saying, I don't have a sitter. You know, I can't do that because I don't have a sitter. And I get that. I've totally been there where you are. You've got to get creative. Even if you go outside, walk a couple of times around the block, just getting away for 2 seconds, for 10 minutes. Regrouping yourself, talking to God, saying affirmations, you know, really just being in the moment and not having anybody pulling at you. That's where the real magic happens right there, and you don't realize how crucial that is. But when you don't have that alone time, you don't have that time to regroup, you don't have that time to think for yourself, you don't have that time to really think about your needs, then everything else is just kind of blah. I mean, and I'll be honest, some days I go through the days. I know, you know, at a certain time, most of the time we do breakfast, certain time, most of the time we do lunch, certain time we do dinner. And I kind of go on autopilot, and I kind of don't, you know, I just do, and I forget about me. And then by the end of the day, I've done nothing for myself, and my anxiety has risen. And it gets harder and harder. If you would just take that 10 minutes for yourself, you know, even if you, like I said earlier, if you don't have a sitter, you know, you can't walk around the block and, oh, thank y'all. I can't see who did the thankful. This is the first video I have done that somebody has been able to do the thankful flower. That's awesome. Thank you. I love that thankful flower. I hope that they keep it. But anyway, if you don't have the support that you would like to have, and you don't have a sitter, you know, you can't go and walk around the block. I get that. Walk outside. Just walk outside for 5 minutes. That's all. Keep your eyes on the kids. I've done it. Keep your eyes on the kids through the window. Just be in your thoughts for 1 second. If you don't have a sitter, when they go to sleep, take 5 minutes before you go to bed. It's so crucial, Mom. It's so crucial. I feel so strongly about this because I have watched myself go through that. I watched myself, hey, Miss Sherry, I love you. Thank you so much for being here, and for the support. I mean, I watched myself go through that, and I know that whenever I haven't filled my own cup, I can't fill everybody else's to the best of my ability. I want to give my kids and my husband, my friends, my family the best of me, and I can't give them the best of me whenever I'm not giving back to myself. And it's just as simple as that. Simple as that. So you got to give back to yourself. I'll give you some homework today. Try to find 10 minutes by yourself. 10 minutes. Even if it's after the kids go to bed, tomorrow morning, if it's 10 minutes before the kids wake up. I know that's so hard because I'm so not a morning person. I get it. I honestly, in the mornings, I'll confess. In the mornings, I'm trying to milk as much sleep as I can before my kids get up, because they get up way too early. But they get up joyful and they get up so excited about the day, and I just pray that every single day that I can be more and more like that, because honestly, I didn't get that. I just didn't get that. Must have got it from my husband's side of the family, because I don't think they got it from me. But anyway, you've got to get back to yourself. Somehow, some way, make time for yourself. You want to give the best to your kids. You want to give the best to your husband. You want to give the best to everyone around you, your employees, your friends, family, your mom, your dad, your sister, brother, whoever. You want to give the best to them. Why wouldn't you give the best to yourself? It's not selfish. It is the most unselfish thing that you can ever do, because you want the best for your family. And that's the only way. Got to get back to yourself. So that kind of leads me into this. I don't know if you have seen, but I have teamed up with somebody else. Her name is Sarah, and she is absolutely amazing. I got a lot of healing from my anxiety and from just everyday life through holistic living. And I really cleaned up my eating habits. I cleaned up my fitness habits. I cleaned up all of it. And so Sarah and I have teamed together, and we have come up with this VIP community. And it basically helps you fill your own cup. It's called the Full Cup because of that, because you want to fill up your cup before you can fill up anybody else's cup. You need to get back to yourself. You need to get back to yourself, just so you can get back to who you truly are and to remember who you are. So we have created the Full Cup, and it gives you all the holistic tips that you would ever need, help with your eating plan, your fitness plan, live fitness videos, clean eating shopping list, shows you how to use essential oils, EFT tapping, how to get fully fulfilled through your mind, body, and spirit, because we've already talked about, I'm sure if you've seen my live videos, all of that weight, the weight loss and all of that will not come until we're okay up here. So we take you through all of that. So if you are interested, I'm going to drop the link in the comments just so you can look through it, see what you think. Sarah and I are so excited about this, just because we know that this is what helped us get rid of that anxiety, get rid of that mom guilt, and actually fill up our cups so we could fill up other people's cups. So we are so excited about it because we know it worked for us. And I knew I couldn't do something like this by myself. I needed somebody else that could help and bring in their expertise, and she brings in the half that I can't. So, which is absolutely amazing. And see, another reason why all of us need each other as moms. We can team up better together and create better things and do more things in the world to help other people. So anyway, I'm going to drop that into the comments. Please, if you're on the replay, say hello. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, I will see you on the blog at amandamiddleton.me. Thanks, y'all.